Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Luna and I make Animal Crossing videos every single week. So if you're into fairy core or decorating videos, maybe consider subscribing to join our little AC family. Last week we decorated our museum entrance. I love the way it turned out, super beautiful and super obsessed with it. I'll leave a link to this video in the time cards on top if you're interested to see how I created this build. I also created a poll last week to see which villager I should get on my island, and majority of you guys said Mint. So for this video we will be creating a double neighborhood with Mint and Sasha. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Here is the area that I'll be working on today. This area connects with my entrance that I created a few videos ago. I'll also leave that video in the time cards on top, but I have a good amount of space to work with here. So let's get right into the build. For this area, I'm going to start by creating some of the cliffs before I add the villager homes here. I feel like if I don't add any cliffs in the background, the houses kind of look weird for some reason. Like there's a lot of open space in the background. Also, if you notice, I changed my hair to the two braids. A lot of you guys voted for the green eyes and the two braids with bangs, and I fully agree with you guys. This hairstyle, especially in pink, is just that girl. I will be creating another poll on my community tab where you guys can vote on the next villager that I will be having for this island. So head over to my community tab after this video and cast your vote. I'm going to be doing these polls up until I have all of the villagers for my island. I also have Scoot on my island, and I really wanted him on my island because he's so cute and he's green, but I don't know if I should switch him for a different villager. I feel like Scoot fits more the tropical theme than fairy core. Maybe he fits the fairy core theme, I'm not sure. Just having him on my island for a while now, I feel like he doesn't fit as much as I thought he would, but I do really love him so much. So you guys let me know in the comments if I should keep him or if I should trade him for a different villager. So now I'm adding the two villagers, Sasha first and then Mint. I did change the exterior for both homes. When I was decorating the outside, I thought for the moment this option I chose looked nice, but having it next to Sasha's house didn't look right. So I ended up going back to Tom and changing it to this, and I actually prefer it like this than the other one. I might go back and just change all of the homes to white or pink, but of course you guys let me know in the comments which one you prefer. I was also thinking for the space that I have behind this, maybe I can add a pond or maybe another villager home or some fairy ponds. I really want to create a butterfly shaped pond, and I might save this space for when I'm almost done building. I was also thinking for the space that I have behind this, maybe I can add a pond or maybe another villager yard. I really want to create a butterfly shaped pond, and I might save this space for when I'm almost done building this island because I want to move all of my rocks there to outline the butterfly. So I'm going to work on that and record it later on. Originally for this area, I wanted to add a bridge leading up to the double neighborhood, but when I first started creating the bridge, I felt like the bridge was taking over this whole area and I didn't have enough space to actually decorate or fit the houses. So later on in the video, you'll see me create some small little ponds in the front, and then I'm going to add some trees and mostly cover it up with the spring path and other design codes. I did find some new codes, so I will list the design codes that I use for this video in the description below. There's just so many out there and I'm having such a hard time trying to pick. So once I do, I'll come out with a design code video for you guys. But for now, any of the codes that you see in any of my videos will be listed in the description. So yeah, for this build, I'm going to be relying heavily on the design codes. I wanted to make this build easier for anyone that wanted to recreate this for their island. I will be creating more complex builds in the future, but as always, I'll try my best to make it easy to follow and easy to recreate. And when I say complex, I mean like I want to create builds that look like they take me a long time to do, but in actuality they don't. Like I wanted to create more sunken areas, more smaller and narrow sunken waterfalls, and kind of create some enchanting areas. I also want to use more of the castle items, but I'm very fearful because the more big items you use in the game, the more the island will lag. But that's okay, because if your island isn't lagging, then I feel like you haven't filled your island enough. Also, does anyone else's villager just randomly show up on the part that you're building and then they just completely get in your way that you have to shove them to the other side? I love Sasha and I love my other villagers, but I've had enough. It's not very demure or mindful of you, Sasha. But yeah, for my villagers, I have 2 more slots left to fill. Like I mentioned earlier, I will have a poll up for you guys. One of them will be to see if I should keep Scoot or kick him out for another green villager, and the other one will be for our next villager. I'm trying to figure out who to add onto my island. Every time I think of a villager that would be great, I get all these great suggestions from you guys, so now I'm torn and I'm going to need your help. I'm thinking of getting Gala next just because she was almost tied with Mint in the poll I did last week, and I don't know if I should get Celia or Lyman, but I'll get my list together and put them in a poll poll for you guys to vote. But yeah, back to the build. I'm just going to be filling up this area with some flowers, trees, and design codes. I'm also going to add a seating area for Sasha and Min to just come here and sit and read a book if they want. I was going to add a fountain in the middle, but I think the iron chair and table look a lot better than having this huge fountain. And then I'm going to continue decorating this area and the area next to Min's house, the little small area in the back, and I'll be decorating the top part of the cliff as well. For these small narrow spaces, I like to add the log path here since it's small and it fits perfectly, and I like breaking up the log path with a glowing moss or flower. And then I'm going to keep it cute and simple by adding the mum cushion, pink cosmos, cedar tree, broken ruined pillar, and this small green mushroom. I also forgot to decorate the other side of the area, so I'm doing that now, and I'm keeping it simple as well, filling it mostly with greenery since my island theme is fairy forest. I'm loving this theme so far. I think I might do another fairy core island mixed with something else that I haven't done yet. I really do want to do a fairy kid core island, but we shall see. Now I'm adding the villager photos in front of their homes so that you know who lives here, and I'm going to decorate the last part of this build. For this section, I'm going to add a few trees so that when you look up here, it will make the background look more full. And I'm adding the mush lamp and the crescent moon chair here. I like that you can see it when you look up. I'm filling in the empty spaces with lots of bushes and flowers. In one of these upcoming videos, I'm going to connect the waterfall I created here in the background next to my resident services. I'm not sure what I'm going to create, but we shall see together. But once I add these bushes, cedar tree, and pink hyacinths, we will be done with the section. I also went back and added some Libra star fragments and mushrooms to the front of the area. So here's how the double neighborhood ended up looking. I love this section so much. I love how everything turned out and how everything came together. The codes and the cherry blossom season really make this feel like a fairy tale. Super obsessed with this. It's super beautiful. Here is how the front of the houses look. I actually love the color of their homes. I'm going to play around with the pink door and pink roof to see if that fits, but I like this color because it blends into the background and it allows the rest of the build to shine. And here's how the back of the houses look. I love how full it looks, and the crescent moon chair in the middle really ties everything together. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the build and the video, let me know by hitting the like button. And if you want to see more videos like this, consider subscribing to join our little AC family. I do upload once a week on Sundays or Tuesdays, so have your post notifications on so you don't miss out on any future videos. Love you all so much. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!